of them being stuck is this beautiful partnership where the two of you might one day. Hey Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. So we are finishing this month. Strong. Been quite a month for this channel. I've been posting more Scorpio videos than usual. So today we're gonna do another bonus one. This is gonna be for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising. I think we're gonna keep it short because like past couple of videos I went super long, so this is gonna be short and sweet. I hope so. I don't know. Yeah, and anyway, let's get started. We're using a new oracle I just got in the mail, really cool one, and then of course some tarot. Before April 1st, if you're watching this before April 1st, my tarot course is still available at an old price. We will be raising prices in April, so if you want to stream all 5 classes for just $111, so it's like $100 pretty much, check it out. Links are in the description box. Links to everything and explanation how and what works how is always in the description. So the only way you can purchase extended is in the description box when you go click on Vimeo extended. Same with course. The only place if I ever have private readings available is also in my Etsy shop. I keep comments closed because these days there's all kind of people in the comments. You know, there's people who are like, I've heard from other channels doing like the scamming stuff and whatever. So I cannot monitor this day and night, so I have to keep comments closed. So yeah, and for those who just want to donate to the channel, there's also memberships. You can use chat if you join membership. I don't really post though actively in the membership of this channel, so yeah, just to make it clear. Oh, first card already wants to come out, the vast universe. Yeah, what else did I want to say? And basically like the cards are like, okay, let's stop with it now, let's do the reading. Yeah, so just wanted something to explain because there's been a lot of new people on this channel. There's always everything that you need from this video. If you want something else besides the YouTube video, everything is always in the description. It's basically right underneath the video. There is this thing called description box. I mean, it's pretty easy, but some people get confused. And there is always a link to extend it in the description. You press on Vimeo, no other place. Okay, so you go there. Same works with my private tarot course. Link for Vimeo is in the description. Also, private shop for private reading, Etsy. Link in the description. There's no other place, only there. People have been asking what's the memberships. There is not much there now because I don't post there actively. But for those who want to donate additionally to the channel, you can of course also always donate through membership. You can always purchase extended. You can donate through other means. Everything basically is in the description about all this information. So to not take too much time, but you know, people have been kind of confused, even though I think everything is pretty straightforward. You want the extended, you go on Vimeo. You want a private reading, if they are available, you go to Etsy. So, and everything is in the description. Anyway, let's switch the focus to the reading. So the 2 cards that are coming up for you, both are 2 messages from the spirit. You have the vast universe and also intuition and manifestation. What I think this means in the context of this reading for you is that you're opening up to an idea that there is a lot more available to you than what you currently have. This is very good, I think. And you're kind of like starting to look around with the vast universe over here, looking at everything that's out there, sort of like let's just say you have certain jobs, certain income right now, certain lifestyle. It's not necessarily bad. You might actually, it might have been a dream of yours, let's say 5 or 10 years ago, or like even a few years ago. You might have wanted to have the current lifestyle that you have. It might have been something like a dream, but now you also realize as you grow, as you expand, as you already achieve some of your desires, there's also so much more that you want, and it's not a bad thing. Of course, we always want to be grateful for what we do have, but here it's very clear the way this cards came out, where this girl here is literally looking sort of like and looking what can she manifest. There's so much available, and you really, I feel like, also feel the support of the universe, that you know, you are really being supported right now to go in the direction of your dreams, to go in the direction of your desires. So yes, Scorpios, good for you, good for you. Let's see what else here with this oracle. Let's see, we have here the honoring path. Very interesting. In this particular deck, we have this feminine here, sort of like receiving these flowers, and we have the crowd, if you see here, clapping. So the way I'm seeing this from this oracle is that this is also your time to be recognized for your talents. Maybe it's the time for you also to start coming out of your shell a little bit, where you are just, you know, it could be like you literally have some kind of product or project or work of yours, or even just, I don't know, something you want to present to the world, where it's time for you to almost like, instead of shying away from people or people's feedback or people's attention, this is the time for you to claim the spotlight, so to say. And I also feel like, even if, let's say, you don't have a specific project or product that you are releasing to the public, if you do, it's going to be wildly successful now. But even if you don't, this is like little things, is like every day when you get dressed, you know, like, and your neighbors, like people around you, people in your city noticing you, something here where you're really starting to shine, be noticed, and sort of like coming out also from, you know, coming out from the darkness, basically. We also have here letting go. Let's take more cards here. I want to take 2 more here because we are doing it like a little reading here already. Okay, we have letting go. We also have here friends and colleagues. Ooh. And we also have, let's do one more card. So you might be letting go of your friends and colleagues. Just kidding. I see it a little differently here, but let's see. We have here also a consciousness of lack. So I feel like it's very interesting, because you got the vast universe, intuition, manifestation, and also honoring path. So the way I'm seeing this, for some of you, you're literally going to be manifesting the life of fame or success, if you're not into fame, the life of being basically appreciated. You know, Scorpio has Leo in the 10th, so there's always this desire to be seen in a certain way. Even if you don't want attention all the time, you want to be respected, you want to be recognized. So you're manifesting this. What you're letting go of, I feel like, is a consciousness of lack, because there's been some situations where you felt very unfulfilled. You might have felt like you're dragging something, or like, you know, if you ever had a dog, sometimes when you walk a dog and it doesn't want to go where you want it to go, like, and it just stops. Like, I had this when I was a teenager. I had like 4 dogs anyway, and it's like, some of them didn't listen to me, some of them did, some of them didn't. So I feel like there's been somebody in your life where it almost felt like you're trying to basically tell them, hey, let's go here, let's do this. It doesn't have to be a significant other. It could have been even a friend or family member. And I feel like you're just letting go of trying to convince people to see the life the same way as you seeing it. So if somebody, let's say, doesn't want to believe in the same stuff that you know, that you believe, or do the things that you do, you're, I feel like, okay with closing some doors over here, because you know that the ultimate door that you need to be open, where you need to go, you're gonna go there. And we have here, it could be also maybe some people in your life, they still have this consciousness of lack, where they just don't see the life in the same way that you do, and you're letting them go. It could be somebody from your friendships or people you work with. Like, I'll never forget, you know, for one day that the comments were open on the shuttle this year, I just asked people for advice on which dating website should I use. And like, you know, I haven't had comments open on this channel for such a long time, so I forgot, you know, what's out there. And I remember, oh my God, the kind of comments I started getting, oh, you'll never find anyone there. There's horrible people everywhere. It's like, it's what I've been seeing in the comments. And it's crazy because like, I didn't ask anybody for advice on dating life. Like, I just asked like which dating site people use these days, because I don't even know what dating sites are there. So maybe if you have people like that who are always just telling you how nothing is ever going to work out, like let's say they always tell you that, oh, all guys suck, so there is no point in dating. Or like, let's say everything sucks basically out there. If you have people like this in your environment, friends and colleagues, with this very well-defined consciousness of lack, where they don't believe that anything will ever work out, I feel like you're letting it go. You're not fighting. You're not trying to show anyone that, hey, actually things could be different. You're like, oh, okay, whatever. You don't believe in it? Don't believe in it. Let's just take one more and we'll go to tarot. We have here a creative endeavor, and yes, that's what I said before, right? We have Jupiter in the 5th house for Scorpios this year. There is going to be a time period where it's going to enter your 6th house, but I do think that especially if you're watching this right around the time when I'm posting this, like April, especially May, there is this very big creative energy, maybe a passion project, maybe you just really needing to start exploring your creativity again, which I do feel that is going to bring you very positive like developments in your life. It could be even the start of a new relationship that way. Maybe like you will be letting go some of the more draining people in your life, again, because I do see there could be some people in your immediate circle with this very lack consciousness, people who are constantly unhappy, constantly complain, just like you're trying your best, I think, to be nice to them or try to show them the other way, but like they just keep dragging you down basically. And I just get that here you will choose to focus on creativity instead. Like life is precious, right? We have to cherish every moment. We have to, you know, make sure we're not wasting the time we are given. And here you're just really starting honoring your own path and your own creative endeavors while letting go stuff that, you know, like if something doesn't want to follow you where you're going, okay, you know, so like what can we do, right? So all right, we'll keep this, we'll put this aside, and let us, we haven't used this in a while, so let's go. I know you Scorpios are very focused on love now. This is one of the most important years for dating, love, and romance going on now. So let's ask what's happening in love as we are watching this. I'm hearing something must be said, but let's see, I don't know. 1111, as I said this too, so I don't know, let's see. Ooh, we have here attachment, first card. We also have here patience. We have here all tied up, ooh. We have here deceit. Jeez. We have here action, strategy, and we have here yin and yang. This card over here. Oh, let's talk about this. This is interesting. Let's pick bottom of the deck, door to personal healing and happiness. But let's talk about this. I feel that with yin and yang, obviously, as you know, guys, this is duality. This is masculine and female energy. So when it comes to you, I feel like first row here symbolizes you, and we also see like more feminine energies in the first row, while second row could represent here very much a person you're connecting with. And let me just zoom in so you can see the cards a little better. Hope this helps. Yeah. So yeah, like this. So with attachment, patience, and all tied up, I do feel like you've gone through a stage. It might have been in the past anywhere from 5 weeks to 5 months, like something about number 5 could be here, also number 3. Also maybe something that recently happened February or March, where you've been trying to be very patient, I feel like, about a situation that's been not developing as fast as you wanted to develop. And I feel like, you know, part of it was your patience. Another part of it was you just, for whatever reason, felt very like it felt like you cannot leave something behind. Or even when you're leaving something behind, you find yourself coming back right into that. There is an energy of attachment here where I do feel, you know, it's interesting because right underneath the attachment, there's this deceit card. You might have been attracted to somebody based on, I don't want to say the lie, but based on something that they showed to you. That, you know how sometimes we over idealize a person and we're in love with certain version of them because, you know, like it just feels so good, but then we find out a person is actually different from the way they presented themselves to us, and you know, we one part of us wants to move on from it, but another part of us is like, but I did see this in them, so I couldn't be completely wrong. So I do feel like with you there is that kind of energy here coming up. And again, I say this all the time, not every Scorpio reading on this channel will be for you, just because if you're a Scorpio, it doesn't mean that everything has to resonate. Some are for you, some are not for you. Some are for different situations in your life. Not every Scorpio is also just like dealing with one person. It could be multiple people you're dealing with, so different readings could represent different energies in your life. So yeah, I feel like there's been this attachment, but at the same time there's a lot of time here has passed, and you sometimes feel like even though you might have moved on, you haven't really. You're still sort of like there, if it makes sense. Now, who you're connecting with Deceit card, they do know that they weren't completely transparent with you. They do know that they, again, this doesn't have to be like a major lie, like where they cheated or completely lied, but they might have just not given you all the facts about something. They might have been not completely transparent to you. So they might have had their own plans going on. But what's interesting about this person, who will clarify more about what's this deceit about, is that if, let's say, you've been in a situation where, let's say, there was no contact, or let's say there was no movement forward, I actually do see with action and strategy here, there is going to be movement forward. Now, again, it's not necessarily a good thing. Maybe sometimes, you know, like sometimes when things are not moving forward with someone, or sometimes when a situation is on a stalemate, or when a person is removed from our life, it's actually a good thing. But here, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I actually do see this person starting to move forward towards you again with action and strategy. I do feel like there could be a communication message. This could be the way that they make their way forward towards you. Because the bottom of the deck is door to personal healing and happiness, at least for some time, I feel like it's going to make you happy. I'm just being very honest here. Let's clarify the Deceit card. What is the Deceit about? Who is this Deceit person here? Okay, this wants to come out. Courtship. It could have been somebody you dated, because courtship is dating. It could have been something they said or did also during courtship, which was now 100% truth. Let's see what else. Let's take one more here. We have here expectation. Ooh, courtship, expectation, deceit. The way I'm seeing this is that this person might have known you have certain expectation of people, or of them even. And they might have told you something, either like it could have gone multiple ways. I'll just give you few scenarios, but it might be some other scenarios. Just like these are some possible scenarios that I'm seeing. It could have been that, like, let's say they know that you want something, they know you expect something, and they tell you this because, let's say, this is what you want to hear. Or it could also be that they knew like you expected something else, and maybe they could have given you actually what you expected, but they chose not to. Why? I'm not sure. Like, for some of you, I'm seeing that this is the person that can actually give you what you want, but they chose to almost like not to. And they know that they are someone who can give you what you want too. That's what's interesting. Distant horizons could be also connected to travel, to any kind of movement. But to me, distant horizons in this card is not always about travel. It could be sometimes about literally like just moving forward with a situation. So they didn't tell you something regarding their plans of how they want to move forward. Main male, and it could be for some of you your main male interest. This card hasn't come out from this deck ever yet. It could be like literally the person you're mostly interested in, or were at least mostly interested in. So very interesting here, very interesting. Now, let me just clarify this a little bit further about this Deceit person. We have here happy success. This could also be, again, when people hear deceit, oh my god, everybody right away gets crazy, right? But sometimes it could be literally, you know how sometimes, I think it came up actually in one of the extended, I forgot which one, where we had a masculine energy that was pretending to be super happy, doing super well, posing happy on Instagram or whatever. It could be a person literally who pretends, like the deceit could literally be that they were pretending to be fine without you, to be happy without you, while in reality they were not, because I feel like they could be pretending here. Yeah, we have here commitment. There's also something about commitment that they were not honest about with you. So maybe some of them promised commitment to you, but they knew that they couldn't. Maybe for others, they were actually planning to commit all this time, but they acted, it's almost like they made their own plans of what they want to do with you without you knowing. Like, because see, like the strategy card here as well, too. So this person was planning something with you. They were looking at you as someone they can, you know, have like a future with or whatever, but they were almost like doing it in their own way. Let me see. Teacher. It could be a person who works in the university or somehow is related to teaching others in some way. We also have here dark thoughts, but I do feel like whoever you're connecting with here is a pretty smart individual, but they are an overthinker. And they are someone who very often, when they start thinking about situations without even knowing how, they get into this maze where they just walk in circles and they never act on what they actually want to do. Present power. They could have Leo in their chart, or they could have like year of a tiger. I think we're right now in the year of a tiger. I do feel like this person right now, for those of you who, I feel like in whichever case, because there's two kind of like distinct energies. There's one who might have been like, oh yeah, I want a commitment, but they weren't ready, but they promised that to you. That's what I see for some of you. For others, I feel like there was a person who just really actually wanted a commitment with you. I feel like most of you might even resonate with second option, but like they never expressed that to you, that, hey, I actually want to be with you. So now this person is gathering power because internally they feel this conflict. And it's interesting, we have this distant horizon, which I feel like in this deck represents travel. And here we have this, you know, this sailboat sort of like not sinking, but, you know, kind of it's fighting, I guess, against wind or something like that. So I feel like this person at the moment is gathering their power. What do they want with you? I just still don't get it, because like what's the deceit is super strange. It's almost like, again, wearing masks and stuff. But what do they want with you? Interesting. We have here behind, oh my god, look at that. I cannot, like, you know, one of the reasons why I really love reading like tarot for Scorpio, even though I don't even read tarot so much these days anymore, is because of the way his cards come out. Look how the very first card from this oracle was this attachment, where we noticed this mask right away, and then we talked also about wearing masks, sort of like wearing false masks. And I just said that it's not even necessarily about any kind of major deceit. Maybe it's just a person wearing masks. And when I asked, what do they want to have with you? We got behind a mask, and we have joyous fun. So really this person wants to have, of course, we have here also like kind of like masculine, feminine, and also like kids. So for some of you, they might want to have family with you, but for others, it's also like just having fun, enjoying life, taking off the mask. Maybe you are the one who's wearing the mask. Maybe you're the one also at the moment sort of like acting like you don't care anymore, you moved on, you don't want them, but in reality you do. And sometimes it sucks to admit when someone who didn't treat you so well, you still can't get over them, because everything in your being, everything, you know, in your body tells you that if the person mistreated you, you should let them go. They don't deserve you. Like I always say this, even myself, as advice, like in readings, right, in YouTube and everywhere else. Like if you are mistreated, you shouldn't be holding on to that. But sometimes the reality, like, of how you feel is that even though somebody hurts you, you still care. And see, the thing is, like, it's hard, right? Because you shouldn't, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you do care, and that's when we go to therapy. Just saying, right? When we try to understand why do we still care of somebody who hurt us. You know, again, depends, of course, on how they hurt you. Because, of course, if it's like crazy abusive person, it's one thing. But if it's just, let's say, somebody who was a dick a few times to you or not completely genuine, it's another. You know, there's things, I think, that it's on a spectrum, right? It's not all the same. So I do think the person does want honesty with you behind the mask. How do you really feel? We also have new beginnings. For some of you, this person wants a new beginning with you. Honestly, like, it's wow. What will they actually do? What action will they actually take towards you? Ouch. My god, too many cards came up. Hold on, cannot take this. What do they actually want with you? We have hidden motive, but I cannot make this up. Even though this person wants to take off the mask, still hidden motivation comes up. I just don't know why they are so shady. Why are they so shady? Why are they such a shady person? Even in the new beginning, they still have some hidden motivation. I cannot believe this. Why are they so shady? So, oh my god, why are they so shady? Because they're stuck. And it's crazy because in this deck, actually this was the very first card I've drawn when I just got this deck. In this deck, we have this masculine energy, right? Sort of like on this truck or something that's like stuck, but like in front of him, there's this rainbow. So they are in a happy place, but it's, you know, it's like if you think logically, right? It's unlikely that this truck necessarily will get out of this. Is it even worth it being here, or can he just go and enjoy what, you know, the beauty around him rather than being sitting here, you know, like, and dwelling on what's what didn't work out before. Because I feel like you might be dealing with someone who had, you know, I always get the most angry when people say, oh, I've been through so much in my relationship, this is why I'm gonna sabotage this one. Like literally, there are so many people who don't realize that somebody hurt them in the past, and that's the reason why they don't have a good relationship. And now a good relationship, a possibility of good relationship is right in front of them, but guess what? They allowing to sabotage it again, so the person who hurt them once keeps winning, because like it happened in the past. Okay, cut the losses, let go, let's try something new, right? But there are people who literally allow some situation in the past to keep stealing their light, to keep stealing their joy, sometimes indefinitely and forever, which is very sad. So like here, the problem, this person, is that they are stuck. So stuck with something that happened in the past that keeps basically, like the best revenge is to move on and to build something in your life despite of what happened to you in the past. This is the best revenge even to a person who hurt you, because this is how you tell them, hey, you did all you did to me, but I still managed to be happy. I still managed to build something good for myself. You didn't win. But when you keep sabotaging every situation in your life, the person who hurt you back then, they keep winning, because look, they hurt you, and now you just like, you keep repeating that, you keep self-sabotaging, you keep pushing good people away. I don't feel like it's you, honestly, Scorpio, here. I feel like it's you who you're connecting with. So that's the message for cross watcher, because what they want is also this kindred partnership, and it's possible with you. Because look at this, it's so crazy. Look what, my God, oh my God, I just love it. You see here a rainbow, right? And you see here a rainbow. So it's like what's on another side, what's on the other side of them being stuck is this beautiful partnership where the two of you might one day, you know, look back and be like, look, remember when we both were so stuck and it was just so stupid? Like, for some of you, I feel like a day will come when you and this person will look back at these current circumstances that you are in today, and you will share with each other that, oh my God, imagine like we would have not happened. Like I have actually a friend of mine who is in a connection with someone, in a good relationship with someone. And one time he said that, can you imagine that we almost didn't happen with this person I'm dating? It almost like fell apart. But it didn't, right? So like I feel like you, for a lot of you, there's a chance you're gonna be on this other side of this, and you're gonna be remembering the stuck energy as like, look, we've made it. Anyway, I'm gonna take this to the extended, because this was supposed to be a little shorter reading. I'm gonna take this to the extended to take a look how to get unstuck, more from this oracle, more from, also we'll start using Rider-Waite and other decks. What's coming here? What is their intention? What actions will they actually end up doing? Let's actually take some cards right away, right here. Oh boy. Let's take 5 cards. What is the action that they will actually take in the next, let's say, 2 weeks? What to ouch, look at this 2 of Cups also come out. What to expect from this person in the near future. 1, 2, 3. You are coming out of no contact. How will this happen? Because I do see for a lot of you the end of no contact. How will the end of no contact happen? 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And of course, we'll take more cards, more questions. You know how my extendeds work. Anyway, link to the extended is going to be down below. We'll take a look at everything. This is a very interesting situation. So yeah, love you all, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll talk soon. Bye.